And then we'll have all that glitters enter onto the Towering Wave Mystic. We'll make Protean Thaumaturge turn into an Archon. Come on. Go now, go. Archon. Double Pegasus. Okay, there we go. Hey, hexproof. That's what you wanna see. Obviously, we're declining on that. And then swing all in. We'll mill him 8 more cards with the Towering Wave Mystic. We'll deal 6-8 damage to him. What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Bearded Fox's Azorius Enchantment Aura sort of deck. It's strange. It sounds strange, but it's actually so good. Now, again, this deck was sent to me by one of our own viewers, and his name is TheBeardedFoxDM. He does stream on Twitch. He streams Magic: The Gathering Arena and Pokemon. So if you're looking for, some new content to check out, I do highly recommend him. Now, on into the deck. This deck is so beautiful, and your opponent never think about what's actually going to happen when you're playing it. They're too confused in the mill, and they don't think about the beatdown, or vice versa. They're confused with the beatdown and don't think about the mill. So it's really beautiful. It's low to the ground, and it does have a few costly cards in Archon and Mirror Maid, but for the most part, it's a pretty cheap deck. So diving on into it, we are playing 4 copies of All That Glitters, 2-mana enchantment, and this card is so amazing. It is rotation proof as well, which is really nice. Basically, it reads: enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment you control. And then you'll notice as we go through the deck, we have a whole slew of artifacts and enchantments, mostly enchantments. Anyways, moving us down, we have Sentinel's Mark, 2 mana again, flash, enchanted creature gets +1/+2 and has vigilance, so good stat line to add to creatures. Furthermore, if you cast this during your main phase, it gives enchanted creature lifelink, so a good way to stay, healthy in those aggro matchups, or those matchups where they've sort of beat you down a little bit. Next up, we have 4 copies of Lazatet. Plating this card is not to be forgotten nor taken lightly. 2 huge benefits from this. One, it gives you and permanents you control hexproof. So it's protecting your face, it's protecting your creatures, it's really good. Not to mention the fact that it gives you this little 1/1 chum blocker at instant speed, which can honestly make all the difference in the games, and you'll see that in the coming games, right? In the coming future. Protean Thaumaturge. You know what? This card it's awesome. 2 mana. It is, again, 4 copies of a rare card, so I understand if you don't have it, but it's honestly so beautiful, because whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield with this card already on the battlefield, you can have this card copy another target creature, and it keeps the effect of being able to change creatures whenever enchantments enter the battlefield, while also gaining the other creature's abilities and all that. Now, the cool thing about this card is you can copy your opponent's creatures. So they throw down a questing beast, you throw down a Sentinel's Mark or something, and then boom, your Protean Thaumaturge can become their questing beast and maybe become a little bit bigger or better or badder, whatever you want to say, right? But the cool integration, synergy, whatever you want to call it, with this deck within itself is you can copy the Archon, and because Archon is legendary, you can have 2, 3 Pegasus down on the board at the same time, creating you that many more Pegasi, whatever it is, whenever you throw down other enchantments, right? So it's kind of a cool little cycle where he copies this, and then you get more and more and more. Anyways, it's a fun one. Starlit Mantle, another enchantment aura, 2 mana flash. Again, these are really good. The ones that have flash, you can save your mana, and if you want to, you can sort of make this into a more controlling tempo-y deck and throw some counter spells in there. But we'll hop into that into the deck wrap up. But the cool thing about this is whenever it enters battlefield, creature that gets enchanted has hexproof. I don't know why I worded that so weird, and it gets +1/+1. So again, you're stopping all the targeted removal. Board wipe still hits this deck pretty hard, but again, I got some things to offer in that manner later, coming up, however you want to say that. Next up, we have 3 copies of Towering Wave Mystic. It's from 2 different sets, so but it's just a common if you just want to fill it all out in Theros or all out in Jumpstart, whatever, you know. 2 mana for this 2/1. Whenever Towering Wave Mystic deals damage, target player mills that many cards. So it can deal damage to creatures, it can deal damage to planeswalkers, it can deal damage to the opponent's face. Doesn't matter. Whenever it deals any damage, you know. If you have some weird Porky Parrot combo on this card, I guess, and you're tapping it, it deals damage, right? So the nice thing is you throw all that glitters down on this and you're just swinging in for tons of damage, and you're milling your opponent like 6, 7, 8 cards at a time, and it's crazy, right? Now moving us down, we have Staggering Insight. This card's going to keep you healthy, it's going to keep you drawing cards, it's going to keep you loving the game of Magic. It's 2 mana enchantment. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1, has lifelink, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So again, really cool. And if you make your Protean Thaumaturge get this early, you know, you turn 3 or whatever, they haven't played anything, you can get in free damage. And then come later, if you have your Archon down, you can make your Protean into the Archon, and now it has flying, so Staggering Insight has a better chance of going off again, right? Moving us along to our 3-drop slot, we have 4 copies of Banishing Light for some easy removal. It's an enchantment, so it procs the Archon, it procs the Protean, you know, all that good stuff. It counts towards all that glitters. Then we have 4 copies of Teferi's Tutelage, because again, we actually have some very powerful milling power with this deck, so to speak. Between the Towering Wave Mystic and Teferi's Tutelage, you can hit your opponent preload, especially if you're making your Protean Thaumaturge into another Towering Wave Mystic. It just gets ridiculous. Blah, 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 blah. Almost made it all the way through. It just gets ridiculous, right? Not to mention the fact that as soon as this enters battlefield, it makes you draw cards, so all cool beans, right? Mirror Maid, really good in a deck like this where you can just have it basically have an enchantment or re-enter the battlefield, new target for it, so it works real great for all that glitter, Staggering Insight, Banishing Light, Teferi's Tutelage. You got a ton of options, honestly, in this deck. And then Archon we've been through several times, but again, this is a way to keep you very, very healthy while also allowing you to go wide and finish your opponents off. It's basically an all-in-one card. So whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 white Pegasus creature token with flying, and it also reads Pegasus creatures you control have lifelink, right? So all the little tokens are going to have lifelink so long as the Archon remains on the battlefield. Now this deck isn't playing a full 24 lands. I think it's only 22, and I think Bearded, his deck only had 20 or 18, something like that. I'll leave my my link down there, and then I'll leave his link down there, as I did make a few edits here and there, and of course I have the deck tech wrap up and all that. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the deck tech breakdown. I hope y'all enjoy the deck gameplay. It's honestly so fun to play. I can't even imagine, you know, not playing it. But anyways, I'll see y'all in the game, and then I'll see you for the deck tech wrap up. If you watch all the way through, get the pro tips, all that great stuff. So without further ado, we'll keep it. I haven't played Teferi's Tutelage yet, so that'll be my excuse. Staggering Insight's one of those that I always want, but again, we only have the Protean, so it doesn't have anything to copy to make it bigger, better, any of that good stuff. I will go ahead and get it down because it's a creature, which means if we start putting things on it, it can get better. Is this another target creature? Okay. So the decent thing here is we can actually have it copy the Grateful Apparition, right? But it doesn't gain any counters. God, I just feel like this is risky. Yeah, take action. Give me a Grateful Apparition. Dawn of Hope. That's interesting. We could copy their Dawn of Hope. Argument could be made for keeping up mana enough for Starlit Mantle. This is fine though. I think I do want the Towering Wave Mystic down. Probably should have swung in first though, now that I'm looking at it. We need some more mana. Revitalize, what? Getting all the card draw. Alright, give me some mana. Mana. Okay. That's kind of like mana, except it's not. That's cool. That's cool. Alright, tell you what, we'll just go for the mill, because I don't wanna just not mill all game. If I copy this, yeah, that's what I want to do. I'll get rid of one of the Starlit Mantles. Nice, get rid of their stuff. Alright, so we got the 6/6 swinging in. Do they chum block it? Or are we going to Mill City? Not to be confused with MILF City, which sounds like a great city to live in, right? Anyways, Jack 86 Joe. Oh, target player. I was like, what am I selecting here? Alright, so that's pretty cool. Towering Wave Mystic making a mill 6 cards. Then we have Teferi's Tutelage making a mill cards. They're already down to 36. That's not too shabby. And if we can get something like a Staggering Insight onto it, and it can draw us cards. Alright. Mill it out, baby. We got some land, but it's some tap land. Oh, what a wonderful world. I do like that. Alright, we'll keep it. Am I going for a Staggering Insight? It just feels like I'm putting a lot on that Towering Wave Mystic. The other option, of course, is to put Mirror Maid and then put the all that glitters onto this guy. I think that's what I'm gonna do. If we can get it to stick, right? What? Target a creature. Oh, right. I think we want it to stay the Towering Wave Mystic, right? We can seriously mill them. Get them. By the way, hopefully y'all can't hear the dogs outside. They're going nuts. Alright, they got something planned up. Construed for us. What is it? Jackie 86 Joe? Jackie and Joe? Maybe it's a couple. Maybe it's a couple on the same account. Shark Typhoon. Old Sharky boy. Ah, blocking all in on the Towering Wave Mystic. 1, 2. Okay, so we actually have enough to finish them. Yeah, fuck it. Do it. Do it. 3 for 1. Yeah. And we get to... Why are we getting this double selected? They have 20 cards left in their deck. Oh, uh-oh, brought back. What? That was pretty sweet, actually. Alright, so if they just leave my Towering Wave Mystic alone, right? That'd be great. Uh-oh. Pride Mate coming in fast and strong. And a Sworn Companion. So now they're flooding the field. Tell you what I can do, though. I don't know if milling them is going to be the answer. I can take to the skies, right? I'm not putting Staggering Insight down because this creature allows us to win the game in just a few turns. So I'd rather protect it with Starlit and Lazatep. So next turn, sure, we'll throw Staggering Insight on it, but for the time being. All damage mills, even if it dies. Wow, that's crazy. They are down to 15 cards. I mean, we might could have left it. Might could have left it alone. Alright, so they probably used Dawn of Hope to gain some card draw here, yeah. Just don't unsummon it. Whatever you do. God damn it. Well, the nice thing about them playing the Healer's Hawk is we can copy the Healer's Hawk now and have life gain ourselves. Eventually we will mill you. Don't you worry, senior opponent. I was thinking about copying it, but honestly, we can just stay in the skies. Why are they hovering that Ajani's Pridemate so much? Alright, so we're up to 37 health. That's pretty good, yeah? Our opponent's only got 10 cards left. We could probably mill them. Another fucking Pridemate, you're kidding me. I don't think they have board wipe, like, right? They would have used it by now. And with the cards they're playing, like Pridemate, no way they're using board wipe. No way. They're just creating a little token. I mean, sure. You gain 1 life, I gain 14. That sounds like a fair trade to me. Ow. Just need my desk on accident. So we're up to 51. Opponent's at 11. It seems like a fair game so far. anything else I can do, right? Get to milling. Get to fucking milling. Alright, so again, they have to block here, and then the skies are all clear. Finally. We're up to 65 health. I think we're good on health for a little while. Alright, so what does the opponent do? What can they do, actually? That's not enough. Ooh, that's spicy. Still not enough, though. And then I gained 14, so they essentially didn't do any damage. And they didn't put themselves high enough to not die, so... Yeah, GG. Jackie Joe, we got you. In the end. Ha ha ha. Hollywood gonna be our next foe for the day. And we're gonna hope for some better draws here. You know, the thing with enchantment decks is you absolutely need creatures for them to work. And if you don't have a way to protect those creatures after you put the enchantments on them, I mean, you're playing the fucking lottery as to losing all of your assets and just losing the game, really, because it's just gonna be hard to come back from a deficit like that. And vice versa, if you don't get down any creatures and you don't put anything on them, you're going to have a hard time winning from a deficit of life, right? So it's a tricky little balance beam to walk for sure. Ah, smacking my mic around. I'm sorry, everybody. Probably sounds like a fucking earthquake for y'all, huh? Alright, Hollywood. I am wholeheartedly expecting you to not fuck my day up here. Can we agree to that? Although you're playing double mono blue, it worries the actual shit out of me. So Towering Wave Mystic, you go ahead and get in there, you crazy beast, you. So they either have something like Quench, Lofty Denial, or Brownborn Cutthroat, right? Omen of the Sea, right. Alright, so obviously they're looking for, yeah, whatever we were gonna mill. Milling them a frantic inventory is actually terrible for us, great for them, but with them with Teferi's Tutelage, ooh. I think Sentinel's Mark's good, but out of the cards we have in hand, it's the least optimum. I see. We're going up to 4 mana. Do I want Archon or do I want the Protean? Equally so, I could throw in all that glitters, 2 all that glitters onto a Towering Wave Mystic and make a mill a fuck ton, right? But I feel like if I'm gonna do that, I want the Archon down. Getting a lot of cards kicked out here for him. Why are they playing Miscast? Why are you playing Miscast in a best of 1 deck? Cloud Conceer, okay. Who's milling who better? 42, 38. That's right. Oh, got rid of a Thassa. Let's go ahead and get down the protean thaumaturger. And then we'll have all that glitters enter onto the towering wave mystic. We'll make protean thaumaturger turn into an Archon. Come on. Go now, go. Archon. Double Pegasus. Okay, there we go. Hollywood, are you ready for the double-decker Millen Ultra Supreme Wombos of combos? Okay. I don't understand why you'd block that over blocking the Towering Wave Mystic, given the Towering Wave Mystic, like, yeah. Deals damage. Oh, deals any damage. Well, never mind. Again, it's any damage. That's just crazy to me. So we're milling them. We're milling them quite a bit. They're down to 30. We're still at 39. We're winning the race. Okay, 37. Whatever. Just leave my Archons alone. Leave my Towering Wave Mystic alone. Sage of Mysteries. You're just playing a whole bunch of underpowered stuff, honestly, Hollywood. You need a stronger deck. Trust me when I say the ability to mill with Teferi's Tutelage, unless you just get that fucking lucky, you need something else. Hey, Hexproof. That's what you wanna see. Obviously, we're declining on that. And then swing all in. We'll mill him 8 more cards with the Towering Wave Mystic. We'll deal 6-8 damage to him. Beautiful. They're down to 18 cards. We got this. No way we don't have this. Oh, you know what? We could have actually used Lazotep Plating there and they wouldn't have milled us any. Because it gives us Hexproof and Teferi's Tutelage has to target, so. Ooh. Definitely should have used Lazotep Plating, but we're fine this turn. If they somehow board wipe us or whatever, make things a little bit more difficult, then we'll start to worry about it, but. Yeah, we can just Lazotep Plating and then shut down all Teferi's Tutelages. Tuteloo? Alright, look. Tuteloo. Freaking-loo. You want to know how you mill someone? This is it, Buster. Mill them and kill them. Cool beans. Cool freaking beans. I'm eating right now. Okay, well, cool. Should be an easy opponent for us to beat then, right? Or they're gonna take 5 years with their plays, and this is them giving us a warning. Just absolutely fucking terrifying. Well, we don't have anything for Protean Thaumaturge. We don't have anything for the Protean to copy, okay? So, may not be the... Look, I'm eating right now. Just chill. I know. You're playing mono black. You feel the need to remove everything. Don't do it! You actual motherfucker. Alright, so we're gonna need at least one more land. Hey, looky there. It's tapped. I'm definitely going to keep that Archon. I'm a pretty good fortune teller when it comes to Magic. Our first Archon is not going to make it past 2 turns. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Alright, so let's see it. Archon. Here's 1 turn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, this is one turn. I'll be very, very shocked if it makes it another. I'm not going to attach to all that glitters quite yet, I don't think. Because again, I fully suspect them to remove this Archon. So here's 2 turns. Let's see. That makes sense. Alrighty. So if you have a suspicion that your opponent may destroy your creature, don't worry about sacrificing, basically. Okay, so I'm really worried that they have instant speed removal here. It didn't seem like it procced anything there. I am going to go ahead and play all the glitters here. If they remove my Pegasus, they remove my Pegasus. But this way it at least procs it, so we get another 2/2. Alright. As of right now, I'm going to have Mirror Maid enter the battlefield as another All That Glitters. That could always change. We'll have to see. Hopefully they don't have another drag to the underworld. That would be bad. They don't. Righto. Alrighty, you made it all the way through the matches. First and foremost, thank you for watching. I know the Bearded Fox also thanks you. Again, if you enjoyed the deck, be sure to check him out over on twitch.tv/TheBeardedFoxDM. He's honestly came up with some very, very creative and very innovative Magic the Gathering decks here. So on into the deck tech wrap up. By the way, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment section. Of course, subscribe if you're new here. Hit that bell icon that pops out. That's always important. Hop over to twitch.tv/DrSpelkin if you want to see me play these decks live. And then, of course, Discord down in the comment section, or down in the description. You know what I mean. So it was actually a little difficult for me to come up with additional cards for this deck because it works so nicely. The only thing I would say if I was going to change the deck at all is potentially you could cut out a couple copies of Mirror Maid. It's nice, but it's again essentially everything you already have in the deck, so you don't necessarily need it, right? It's nice to pull an extra copy of All That Glitters, but again, you're paying 3 mana for it, whereas if you didn't have this card in the deck, you could have just pulled another All That Glitters, right? So it is good and it isn't good, and if you don't have the rare wild cards, don't worry about getting it, right? But it is rotation proof, so if you enjoy the card, by all means, get it. So I'd probably cut Mirror Maid down to 2, and Lazotep Plating maybe down to 3. I bump up Towering Wave Mystic for sure, and I cut some Staggering Insights. And these are the cards that I would think about subbing in. So Spectral Sailor, 1/1 Flash Flying. It's a great target for you to put in All That Glitters onto, and it should just rain hell on your opponent's face. Not to mention the fact that you can pay 4 mana and draw a card, so it can proc Teferi's Tutelage and also help get you through your deck. One problem I did find with this deck is your only actual source of drawing is Staggering Insight and Teferi's Tutelage. So aside from that, you're just sort of top decking, hoping you get there, right? So Spectral Sailor greatly helps out there. And then we'll get into some other card draw later. Next up, we have Glass Casket. It helps towards your All That Glitters. It accesses some more removal. So if you enjoy removal, you know, there you go. Be a controlling player. Starfield Mystic allows you to reduce the cost of all your enchantment spells by 1. Furthermore, whenever an enchantment you control is put into the graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on Starfield Mystic. So this gives you a good card in Protean Thaumaturge to copy. And not to mention, it'll make your Banishing Light, you know, go down to 2 or 1 mana. It'll make your Sentinel's Mark only cost 1. All That Glitters only cost 1. So pretty good all in all there. Transcendent Envoy, again, makes all your spells cost less. Decent target for Protean Thaumaturge. I know Starfield Mystic is a rare and it's rotating out, so it's a bit expensive. If you don't have it, don't get it. Transcendent Envoy, similar effect, just not as powerful, right? Ghostly Pilfer is a nice one if you've opened a lot of M21 packs and you've managed to draw this card. Whenever it becomes untapped, you may pay 2 if you do draw a card, so you know, get you in that card advantage. And whenever an opponent casts a spell from anywhere other than their hand, draw a card. Nice against those escape decks and all that good stuff. And then discard a card. Ghostly Pilferer can't be blocked this turn. So if you're flooding out, or if you realize you don't need that I don't know, that other protein thermometer or something, whatever, then this card can't be blocked. You throw in all that glitters on it, right? It's really big, just gets in free damage. Metamized Prophecy helps with the card draw. It's an enchantment, so it helps with everything else. Allows you to scry. It's just one of those draw engines that's really good when it does go off. It's pretty cheap, it's only an uncommon, and it's rotation proof, so you know, fits all the slots. Glorious Anthem. This is a way to make all of your creatures better. It's an enchantment, so it still follows, you know, all the suits, and it gives all your creatures +1/+1. Right? It's also came out in M21, so you know it's going to be around for at least another year, right? Light of Promise. This this is kind of an interesting one. If you're gonna do this, I kind of recommend you go for a Heliod or maybe a Daxos, right? Because Daxos, you can go for the whole enchantment creature route and then Light of Promise. Anyways, it's a 3-mana enchantment that reads: enchanted creature has, whenever you gain life, put that many +1/+1 counters on this creature. Obviously, it's really, really good with Staggering Insight, plus, you know, all that glitters as it is an enchantment aura. But again, if you go something like Heliod, it's an enchantment creature, so you're getting the enchantment procs whenever you play it. You can pay 2 mana, give a creature a lifelink, and then it has this, so it gets boosted up really, really high. Daxos is an uncommon, so it's very cheap. Again, it's an enchantment creature, so it procs everything. You're getting a creature, you're also getting an enchantment down, so you can, you know, even do some stuff with that. But again, it's a cool little combo. I think it's a little jankier than what we have here. I think what we have here is very, you know, low to the ground, very efficient. Moving us down, we do have Teferi Time Raveler, and this is where I say, if you want to be evil, if you want to make your deck, you know, just really, really good, find a place for Teferi, because again, you're playing Azorius, so it's kind of ridiculous to fathom not having this Busto card. But the nice thing is it allows you to return target artifacts, creatures, or enchantments to its owner's hand, so you can bounce basically any of your cards back to your hand, replay them. If they have enter the battlefield effects like Sentinel's Mark or like Banishing Light, you can reproc those effects, right? And then of course, if you're looking to go into Teferi and be that controlling body or whatever, you might want to think about cutting out 2 of the Lazatep platings, maybe all the Mirror Maids, and throwing in some counter spells, right? Throw in some Quench or some Lofty Denials if you end up playing enough flyers, right? There's a lot of really good control in Azorius, and you can fit it in the lower end enough to make this deck very tempo-y and very beatdown if you just want to sort of not worry about the Lazatep platings as much in Mirror Maids, like I said. Next up, we have Chemist's Insight. Draw 2 cards, instant speed. It's great for Teferi's Tutelage. There's another one that recently came out. I think it's Reign of Revelation. Right, it's 4 mana, draw 3 cards, then discard 1. It's a little bit better and worse. It's better in the fact that you're getting to draw 3 cards, so it's better for Teferi's Tutelage, right? And it's better in the fact that you're getting to see more from your deck in general. However, Chemist's Insight has Jumpstart, so you can discard it, still play it. You can play it twice. It has the benefit there. But this card is rotating out, whereas the other one is freshly in, right? Anyways, with all that being said and out of the way, I think that's going to do it for the Deck Tech wrap up. Thanks everybody for watching. Again, be sure to check out the Fox's channel. And until next time, thanks everybody. Peace.